Thanks for that, Mavina. Let's also take a look at some of the earnings we're watching out for. Mahindra and Mahindra, that's another big one that we're expecting. Karunya is standing by with a poll of those expectations.
Right. If you look at the numbers, they're likely to be fairly okay, because do remember for the quarter gone by, the volumes for Mahindra and Mahindra overall were fairly decent, I'd say. Both auto as well as farm equipment segment, both of them saw a healthy 12% growth. This is amid an environment where the consumer sentiment is massively impacted. So a 12% growth is not too bad, but it's likely to translate to a 14% revenue growth. Profits could be muted this time around. We're expecting a 6.5% growth coming in at 980 crore rupees odd. EBITDA is seen higher by 7%. 1811 crores is the number we're expecting. Margin compression. Now that's something that is likely, just like most of its peers, even for M&M, we're expecting a compression, 13.8% versus 14.7%. Now do remember higher commodity costs, higher discountings in order to push those sales in the last couple of months. That is something that's likely to work against the margins. And do remember, Q3 was also an important quarter with respect to a lot of new launches. Marazzo and even the Altis G4 was launched in the quarter gone by. So additional expenses on back of that are also likely. So numbers likely to be relatively better than other peers, but slightly muted is what I'd say. Watch out for management commentary when it comes to the UV and tractor businesses for not just this year, but even for FY20. If we can get some kind of a picture, some kind of a direction on that, update on new launches, update on average discounts that they gave during the festive season, what the trend is like right now, and even the new launches and the timelines related to it would also be helpful to know.